Hey there, Leo. Welcome to your reading for the week of May 22nd. This week, definitely check out astrojar.com for more awesome readers and astrologers. But let's see what comes up for you this week. And yeah, very interesting, I have to say. Those two want to come out together. Yeah, definitely a lot of thoughts going on. You know what's really interesting is that the first two cards you have here, and this is a brand new deck from the one that I was using for Cancer, but Cancer had the same two cards, but they had them at the end. Pretty weird, but Seven of Clubs. Seven of Clubs is a card of, as I say, trying to escape from some sort of prison. Usually a prison that you've created for yourself, some sort of difficulties and things like that. That you're trying to break away from. I think that, Leo, you need to do things that you normally wouldn't do at this time for success in all areas. You have a bunch of clubs cards there and here today, and to me, clubs cards represent, they don't represent necessarily, sometimes I feel like, how do I say this? They don't represent anything specific to me. That's going to sound weird, but, they kind of represent a more general outcome to me, and that's just how I read them. So I think that this could be affecting you in all areas of your life. But this is a card of hard work, and it's definitely a card of saying you've been working hard and you are working hard to kind of like improve your situation. But normally I think you need to look at things where normally you think, like normally you're skeptical. I think you need to look at those opportunities where you would normally be skeptical is what I'm trying to say. And some messages coming in. I don't necessarily know what it means, but I think that that will help you. Next, you have the Eight of Clubs. Eight of Clubs is a card of also hard work. It's a card of definitely having been blocked, or feeling like you've been blocked, having some challenges, getting ahead and kind of struggling to get ahead in some ways. It's a card of confusion, and it's also a card of it could be a card of anger on the most extreme side, because it's like, it's like no matter what you do, it seems like you can't make progress. So it can be very, irritating. It can lead to success. But it's a card of needing to try something new. It's a card that says, yeah, what you're doing isn't working, so you need to do something different. This could, again, very general. Could be in love, could be in business, work, investments, could be anywhere. And it's also a card of, like I said, this card, it doesn't completely stop you. It offers you other paths. It offers you other opportunities. But you have to learn about those things. You have the Six of Clubs, card of learning, Queen of Clubs, card of learning, and again, I'm sure you're all sick and tired of hearing me say learn in 2017, but it really is, I think, the solution for the next couple of years, learning something new, trying something different. Next, you have the Ace of Diamonds, very good card for money, more money coming in, and coming up with new ideas to make more money at this time. And it really represents opportunities for success. Like I say, this card to me represents the first decan of Pisces, basically, which is ruled by Uranus and Jupiter and not Neptune. And it's in that part of the sky, basically. And to me, that's the perfect explanation of this card. Needing to expand your crazy ideas, needing to create crazy ideas, needing to go with your unique ideas and things like that. This card's about being an innovator. But I think for Leo, the challenge is having these fears, but also maybe being stuck. It's very interesting looking at the cards too. It's like the fears, being stuck between the fears and also traditional ideas, maybe traditional beliefs, or the safety and quote unquote safety and security of things that already exist, and feeling like if you try something new, if you try something different, then you'll lose the security, because that's what's happened in the past, for you, is that, if you have taken a risk, you've probably been, almost been punished, or felt like you've been punished. But I think what's coming in is something much better for you. So trust your ideas. Next, again, Four of Clubs. Like I said, this is a card of things kind of melting away, things going away. I think that, I've said it before, I think Leo I think you should all watch Taurus's videos as well. That's very weird, very interesting. They kind of, both Taurus and Leo, they kind of like play off each other. It's been happening for a couple of years since I started doing these readings on YouTube, where like the two kind of, I get messages for both that are in the same, and it's all like all this other weird stuff. I don't know why. I don't really have a good explanation for it, but Taurus also had this card, and it's about wanting to like I said, wanting to build something, but having it kind of always kind of break away. Like I said earlier, having things kind of always melting away when you try something new. So it's about building things on a solid foundation, thinking, having a thought, and thinking about things before you jump into them. But having a structure as well, building a structure around your ideas, building a plan, having a really solid plan in place. Next, you have the Six of Clubs, card of success and progress, definitely. Card of being on the right path, doing the right things to get what you want at this time. Very good card of moving forward, of definitely moving in the right direction at this time. It can also be a card of having, been through a lot of challenges, and having, I would say this is true for about probably 50% of the Zodiac. 50% of the Zodiac, I think, has been taking a lot of crap and just holding it on to their body, basically. I mean, at least it's the way I see it in my head. And then, but not having anybody to kind of like share those difficulties, or not feeling like that you have somebody to share those difficulties. I'm also getting that you need to stop being self-sacrificing. I think Leos, are very, like I say, nurturing. I've always said this for you guys, that I think that one thing that people don't talk about Leos is that they're very nurturing. They like to nurture. They like to be nurtured, and they are natural caregivers. Especially, I would say, if you were born in the 60s, I would say that and if you have Pisces in Chiron, if you were born with Pisces in Chiron, then you definitely need to stop with the self-sacrificing. You definitely need to take care of yourself at this time. If you can't, I always tell people I think have their priorities messed up, and I don't know who to blame, but I mean, it's definitely a message that I've been getting for a long time, that people think that they should put their family first and, all these other things, which sounds great on the surface. But really, if you're constantly putting other people first, how can you take care of yourself? And if you don't take care of yourself, and then how can you be there for your family? That's, that's the thing that I always tell people. It's like, if you're not taking care of yourself, how can you take care of the people that you love, So I think that stuff needs to stop, and I think you need to start putting yourself first, and then that will just spill over, and you'll see how your life will kind of improve in a lot of ways. I think also Leos need to, just interesting because I'm being drawn to this card, I think Leos need to kind of grow some teeth and not be afraid to be aggressive in a good way. I think, not in a negative way at all, but we all have to do things sometimes where we are a little bit more aggressive or assertive, whatever you want to call it. And I think Leos need to start practicing that as well, needing to protect themselves, needing to not be passive. I think if we look at the astrology, again, I don't want to make this video too long for you guys, but if we look at the astrology of the past several years even, or at least I see it, maybe intuitively, but I think that you've probably been through a lot of circumstances where it's like you've kind of just like let things happen to you, or at least I think looking back you can see how you kind of let maybe some things happen to you where maybe you should have stood up for yourself, and I think a lot of you are focusing on that with this card this week, and how you can do that more, and how you can build that up more. And finally, you have the Joker, very good card of play, I think, and doing more fun things and focusing on more fun things at this time, but also focusing on a lot of stuff too. To me, the Joker is the true jack of all trades in the deck, being able to totally focus on multiple things successfully. So very interesting message for you this week. Definitely really weird, but in a good way. So thank you for watching, and enjoy your week.